Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your 2020 yearly forecast. This is for all my Virgo friends, fellow Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I went ahead to cut down on camera time and I pulled out oracle messages for the year ahead. So we'll have from January 2020 all the way to December 2020. And there will be a general and a love life oracle reading. Okay, so you have them all here together, but I will do two separate readings in one. I will absolutely try to timestamp below. As you know, Virgos, you are my first 2020 yearly forecast reading that I'm putting out. The holidays are a bit crazy. So thank you guys for stopping by. Happy holidays if you're watching this before all the holidays. And if this is something that you're watching afterwards, I hope you all had a blessed and safe holiday. So this is going to be Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, a quick snapshot of the year ahead. I pulled energy oracles, angel answer oracles for your general and finance reading for the year. And then I pulled romance angel oracles along with psychic tarot or psychic of the heart tarot. Okay. And so we'll pull clarifiers along the way, and just keep in mind that not all messages will resonate with everyone. So some messages might be for you, others may not. Maybe the love portion is, maybe the general is, maybe 5 of the months instead of all 12 months, okay? So definitely save this in your playlist, in your liked video, so that you can come back and check it out throughout the year and see how it resonates. If you haven't caught your December reading, December 2019, I did say there that we were going to expand on the Heal Yourself Oracle card of what you needed to heal before you move on into 2020. So many times, we carry, even though we're like ready, set, go, new year, new me, new boo who dis, right? Like what's going on for the next year. Sometimes we can still carry some of the old energy, old baggage, or, things that may have been weighing heavily on us that we're hoping to close out certain chapters of our life before moving on to the next year. Now, I just want to remind you guys, the ever optimist here, you don't have to wait for New Year's to start over again. Okay, so if you're watching this January, February, March, September 2020, know that you can press that reset button anytime in your life. You do not have to wait for a new year. It can be your solar return. It could just be a random, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever feels right to you. Because we all have our breaking points. We all know that at some point we'll get an epiphany somewhere down the road, and it doesn't always land on a New Year's Eve or day or holiday. Okay, so Virgos, what I pulled for you in your December 2019 reading, and if you didn't catch it, I will link it up here somewhere so that you guys can see it. What you needed to heal from and release before moving on to 2020 so that you have an abundant and prosperous new year. You had the card of soulmate. So this is significant for so many of you that have had a tough road in the last year or 2 or 5, right? With a specific soulmate connection. No, it doesn't mean you got to kick your soulmate to the curb, although some of you probably have to. But that's not the message I have here. What I'm feeling is that there's a significant soul connection to someone. Does not have to be romantic, can be a friend, family member. We all have different soul family members in our life throughout different lifetimes. And we're not meant to be with every single one of, the soulmates that we come in contact with. However, this soulmate connection, and I'm going to read from the book so that you get a little more clearer message. If what I'm channeling doesn't jive with your situation, I will read from the text so that you can get a different understanding from the author. So there may have been a soulmate connection, a soul connection, romantic or otherwise, that at one point or another affected you deeply. You're still healing. Some of you are, beginning, middle, ending of that healing process. It was significant We have these soul connections, soul contracts, karmic ties, and we're all trying to make sense of it. And some of you, it may have taken a few years, and I look at the clock right now and it's 1:11, so 111. This is a significant message to someone. We all have different cycles and journeys and learning experiences. This was significant in nature, but everyone heals and deals differently. So some of you may have already been there, done that with this soulmate connection, and you're ready for a new year. But I'm feeling that so many of you are having this almost like a flashback of all these little things that feel like they're still unresolved with this person. You know that you've put this behind you. You feel like you've, done all the healing work, all, everything that needs to be done to feel better. You feel lighter. You feel ready for the new year. And yet you still have this inkling feeling that there's still some closure that's needed. Because although, however final it may have felt, it really wasn't the end. And this goes both ways. If you are the Virgo cross watcher, hello, welcome. You may feel like you need to reach out to your Virgo soul connection. Some of you to reconcile, some of you to make peace, some of you to just, say what needs to be said so that you can both move on. So this is significant for so many of you that you heal whatever remnants of this soulmate soul connection you may have that has affected your energy, your abundance, your emotional, mental health, well-being, physical well-being, whatever it may be for you. Everyone is different. Apply it to your situation. I do feel that so many of you are longing for some sort of reconnection if you're not in communication with them. But I don't feel that all of you want to reconcile. I feel it's just kind of like, let me reopen that door, say what needs to be said, because I feel that on both sides of that, there's still this feeling of incomplete. And you're trying to figure out, am I feeling incomplete without them, or am I feeling incomplete with my healing? Like I can't quite yet move on. Whether it's you, Virgo, or your cross watcher I'm talking to. Others of you, I feel that you'd be pleasantly surprised with the communication from your soulmate. So it goes both ways. Every Virgo is different. I do feel as though so many of you had a really rough time with this soulmate. There were some major karmic lessons that needed to be learned, but it was only to set you up for the next chapter of your life, whether with them or someone new. So I'm going to read to you from the book. The soulmate card says, open your heart and invite sacred love. Your soulmate is not far from you. To connect with them, you need to open your heart, call them in, and have patience. If you are not ready to accept your soulmate, keep working on self-love. You will be drawn to your soulmate like a magnet and feel an immense sense of familiarity, like you have known them before. Your capacity to love will increase dramatically, and you will experience higher states of consciousness. No one can touch your heart in the same way that a soulmate can. It is important to note that your soulmate will not necessarily be your partner. He or she may come in a completely different form than you have imagined, but they will offer you incredible wisdom, growth, and expansion. Be aware that we connect with our soulmates when we are ready to truly evolve and move to the next level of consciousness and life experience. We attract them into our lives when we need to open our hearts fully and learn about unconditional love. That's beautiful. So those of you that are ready to heal this soulmate connection, whether through self-love or communicate with them, this will only help you to advance your next level of consciousness, of healing, of leveling up in all areas of your life. Because what sometimes we don't realize is that when one part of our life feels incomplete or missing or lack of healing, a lot of times it can affect other areas of our life. We get consumed. We may get consumed with other situations that affect us because we're still holding on to that type of energy, the need for healing. And opening up your heart chakra, loving yourself back to life, you know, it also helps you in just loving life altogether, enjoying the moment, being present, being mindful. Stop and smell the roses. Stop and enjoy, you know, the drive to work, the drive home, coming home to a pet, a child, a partner, a spouse, family members, the time you have with your friends that you never thought you could enjoy before. Enjoy every minute of your life. That by opening up your heart chakra truly helps you to develop a skill in how open you are to receiving, to accepting, to giving and appreciating everything in life with love. Okay, my Virgo friends, let's move on. Thank you guys so much. Those of you that returned, if you're new, welcome. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Make sure that if you choose to subscribe, you double tap that bell to get notified. Your January readings will come soon. And here we are. This is your general reading, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising signs for the year 2020. January, February, March, April, all the way through December 2020. I left them in the same order as you saw them, face down. I didn't separate the love life after all. I just left them underneath. I will read them to you as it is. I will pull tarot cards to clarify, and any additional areas that I feel called to clarify, I will go ahead and pull cards for. So we start off January 2020, my Virgo friends, with man holding a heart. So, as I was saying in your December reading, there is a need for you to heal some sort of soulmate connection, whether it's to reconcile with someone and get back together with them, or just to be able to forgive, let go, and to be able to ascend to a higher level of self-love, a higher level of receiving. So I'm going to show you all of them because we are talking about love here. Man holding a heart and no need to worry. Those of you that are maybe second guessing this connection that comes in, that's part of the reason why you need to heal whatever heartache from the past that you may have had. It's almost as though it's too good to be true that someone comes in and offers you their love, offers you, you know, commitment, something that's more consistent, stable. If this is someone from the past and you're like, what are their intentions? Well, there's no need to worry. And Virgo, honey, you have been calling in your soulmate, but you're refusing to see that perhaps this is the next phase of the relationship, that there's growth here, that you two have evolved, and you're having, you know, second thoughts, second guesses about whether or not this is the right connection for you, if this person is your soulmate. But again, that's the Two of Swords, refusing to see, holding back, not realizing that this person may be that soulmate partner that you've been calling in for quite some time. So those of you will have an epiphany or will get communication from this person if you are not in contact with them. Then we move on into February 2020. First chakra, Archangel Michael says to listen to your intuition, because this person is in fact your soulmate. It's now time to pick up the pieces, the remnants of whatever damage has been done in the past. It's time to simplify. Clock says 1, 2, 3. That absolutely means simplify, go back to basics. Anytime I call out numbers, I would recommend that you look up the angel meaning of those numbers. So, first chakra, Archangel Michael, in February 2020, you may be feeling a bit imbalanced in terms of accepting this person back into your life. Those of you that are welcoming in a person from the past, and you're not as eager as perhaps they thought you would be. It even surprises you that this could be what you've been wanting for quite some time, but you're a bit hesitant. So if things ended in a poor manner, the rebuild card, number 16, is in fact the Tower card. It's about stripping away the layers of the pain, the heartache, and being able to reconnect with this soulmate on a deeper level. So if you break down the layers bit by bit of your connection, your attraction, whatever this person has to offer beyond the physical, beyond the material, and really connect with that person on, on an emotional level, on a mental level, do you still see them as your soulmate? The message I just got, that when the two of you work together, you broke each other down. And I feel as though it wasn't intentionally, but for whatever reason, the two of you had a really tough go at it the first time around. But the message I'm getting is there were other issues, other obstacles that may have contributed to the demise of your relationship in the past. Now, if this is for those Virgos that aren't, reconnecting with someone from the past, and you have a new person come in at the beginning of the year, you are having a tough go at it because you're still thinking and carrying the energy of the past soulmate relationship that you absolutely need to heal. So either you're watching this too late or you just didn't do the healing work, Virgo. But Archangel Michael is here to remind you that you can ground yourself, go out into nature, go for a walk. If necessary, strip yourself down to the core of who you are and what you want, need, whatever it may be, from a partner or a relationship. Listen to your intuition, Virgo. Oh my goodness. It is absolutely important. Your higher self is trying to connect with you. And so many of you have been ignoring the needs, the feelings. I feel like some of you don't. Here's the message I'm getting. You know they're your soulmate. You don't want them to be your soulmate because they've put you through so much. But you can't help but want to rebuild with them. And I feel that whether it's you or them, there is a need for communication. And so I don't remember if it was December's reading. I don't generally remember all the messages I channel, but I want to say it was either November or December, where if Virgo was reconnecting with someone or waiting to hear communication from them, you would need to be the one to initiate, because I feel that they are afraid to come forward for fear of rejection. So we move into March 2020. Appreciation. I feel as though it's time for you to appreciate, like I said with the soulmate card in the beginning, to appreciate the little things, live in the moment, be present. And for those of you reconnecting with someone from the past, take a step back to appreciate a new beginning, a new outlook, a reconnection. And if you're not getting back together with someone from the past, for some of you that are waiting for that, I do see it happening. It may start off slow with just a friendly communication. But there is a need for you to really think about what it is that you want for your future. And is this person going to honor it? Set up boundaries. However, take the moment to appreciate how far you've gone and how far they've gone. And those of you welcoming a new person in your life, appreciate everything they do. Because I feel that if you're still carrying energy from past relationships, you may not be realizing just everything that they're doing to try to make it work with you. Take a moment to appreciate. I feel like they will be the ones that are being assertive to keep this connection going. And those of you that will be doing the reaching out, I feel as though you now appreciate what that connection meant to you. And you're coming in full force trying to reconnect with them. Retreat. You may have to take some time off to really think about your action plan, being assertive, moving on, and how in the world you're going to start all over again with this Empress card to nurture yourself back to life. I also am hearing nurturing the connection, the relationship back to life. I know this is kind of taken on the energy of a love reading for the whole entire year, but I'm getting nothing but love messages for my Virgo friends. I'm also feeling as though that's almost as though the collective energy. So many of you that have stayed single for so long, that have been doing the healing work, that have been in some sort of connection that just became routine, needing that spark back in your life, in your relationship. You may not realize how important your love life is, or your partner, or this connection. And it's time to maybe take a step back, whether your partner needs to appreciate you a little more or you need to appreciate them a little bit more. But I do feel that for the most part, the beginning of the year starts off with a focus on love. And so we get to April 2020 with the door to value. This is about opening up to success. Being ready, willing, and able for a new project, business venture. You have an idea at work. They take it into consideration. It goes beyond your wildest dreams. Whatever energy you are feeling, whatever ideas you may be having, if it's to, create something new, if you have an idea at work, if it's about starting a new business, if it's about branching out, like you have a current business that's only, on one thing, it specializes on one thing only, but there's this like feeling that, you've been wanting to do something else with it and maybe branch out. Those of you that own a restaurant, I don't know why restaurant just came to mind. Or vice versa. You have a bakery, but you're thinking of turning it into like a cafe where you offer lunch specials and maybe start bringing in, your bakery business turning into like a little cafe or a little bistro type. You're trying to think of ways of expanding your business. You will have success with this. In terms of love, this new love that comes in, I feel like it takes this long for you guys to realize, oh my God, this is the one for me. This is the person for me. Let me let my guard down. If you are dating off and on and meeting new people, it takes this long to kiss a few frogs before you meet someone that you finally feel comfortable enough to let your guard down, right? If this is the person from the past where you finally feel comfortable enough to let them back in and trust them again and rebuild, it's like a brand new connection with them. I feel as though you level up. This person from the past that you've known for so long is your soulmate, has a soul tie connection. The two of you can't stop thinking about each other even after this separation. When the two of you get back together, you both realize the love has always been there. This is the Sun card. Absolute bliss, happiness, love, joy. I mean, you both open up to each other on a deeper level, a more intimate level that you ever thought possible. This is the Three of Pentacles, the card of reaching out. Like I said, you may need to be the one, Virgo, that reaches out, although you may not want to. I feel like you might be a little, you know, don't get mad at me, but some of you may be petty about it. And even if you don't want to reconnect with this person, it may do you a lot of good just to reach out and say, hey, can we clear some things up? Because now you'll no longer have it in the back of your head. You'll have absolute and complete closure. And those of you that are unable to do that, journal it out, write it out, say what you got to say, yell it out, go to the top of the mountain somewhere, hiking, you say what you got to say. Write out everything you want to say. And then burn it. Release yourself from it altogether, completely. This also can be cooped up, you know, coupled up with the success and the door to value card, working together with so many people on different levels. May 2020, healer of the ages. Like, and I keep going back to the love issue. I feel that for the majority of you that did not have huge, significant love connections or relationships in 2019, have really taken the time to heal, release yourself, leave it all behind. And you've decided to make 2020 your year of stability, your year of consistency, your year of real love. You've loved yourself back to be ready for something new, something real. And if it is being in a better place to reconnect from someone from the past, I feel like the two of you may have already done all the work that needs to be done so that you can be there for each other the way you should have been there for each other in the beginning. It's just going to take a lot of healing, forgiving and forgetting. Forgiving is one part, forgetting is the most difficult part. If you think forgiveness is hard, forgetting the trauma, forgetting the pain, forgetting the anger, forgetting the hurt, forgiving for yourself. Forgetting is another story altogether. But you may be this healer that needs to help others move past whatever their hang-ups are. It doesn't necessarily mean it's your relationship. You might be the person, the friend, the family member that somebody comes to, and because of your wisdom and your experience, you assist them in moving past it. You help people heal and move on. And so whatever the connection may be between you and your spirit guides, guardian angels, on how to move forward with healing, this opens up. I mean, look at all that light. You start to trust your intuition more. You start to recognize the powers that you have in terms of healing and helping others to balance themselves. You may take up, energy healing, Reiki healing. I'm also hearing some of you may begin to do like guided meditations with friends, completely impromptu, like, hey, come over and meditate. I know some of you are probably laughing about that. Come back in May and tell me whether or not you're feeling that energy, where you start to teach others how to connect with themselves, how to expand their consciousness, how to listen to their intuition, how to listen and trust themselves. If you believe that this is a powerful connection with the divine source, with your higher self, trust and believe you are being divinely guided here. Those of you that may be feeling alone, going through this spiritual journey, realizing that seeing the light, expanding your consciousness, going through whatever part of your awakening you may be going through, if you are, can be a bit solitary. And if you're in a relationship, you may not be as open about what you're feeling and going through for fear of judgment, of them not understanding. And going through this type of awakening, spiritual journey, can feel lonely. But it's important that you realize that you are not alone. There are others going through the similar journey. You have your spirit guides and guardian angels that are always with you. And when you meditate, you can absolutely ask for guidance. That thought, that idea, that feeling that you feel, that you know, that you hear, that you see, those are your spirit guides guiding you so that you never feel alone. They want to remind you that although this journey may be difficult, there is a need for you to bring back your lighthearted energy before you start to feel consumed by this path. It can very easily take on a life of its own. And so if you are maybe neglecting friendships, personal relationships while you go through this, it's time to remember that there are others there with you. Just because they can't relate or understand where you're coming from doesn't mean you're alone. And I know, I get it. You're going to want to withdraw, let everything sink in, afraid to talk to certain people. If you're going through any of that, anytime throughout the year, or you've already gone through it, my Virgo friends, give some advice to those going through it in the comments below. Let people know they are not alone. Let people know that it will get better, even in your darkest moments. Trust and believe it will get better. You may feel by June all this darkness and heartbreak from the past surfacing up. It's only going to surface for you to release. And if you withdraw from a current relationship that will feel neglected, that will feel like they're fighting for a chance to get back into your life, even though they never left your life. It was almost as though you took a few steps back. You needed some alone time. You needed to do your own thing. You needed to sort things out, figure things out for yourself. Or this could be your partner or someone that you're dating, seeing, that says, listen, I've got some unfinished business. I've got these, whatever issues coming back up. It's up to you how you handle this, how you move on, how you heal from this, how you put it behind you, and decide if this is a relationship, a partnership worth working on. You need to see that this soulmate relationship, this soulmate partnership with the Four of Cups energy here, you withdraw for too long. You may miss an opportunity. It's waiting for you to put some more time, energy, and effort in there, but you have to communicate and let them know what it is that you truly want. So I feel like you will be going through some tough spiritual moments in the middle of the year. And I say that because by July, the Temple Path card appears. So with this Temple Path card, your spiritual path, your divinely guided journey, whatever it may be, whatever phase of your life you may be seeing this, your angels want you to know they are all around you. All this light is around you. You're ascending to a higher level. And although you feel that no one can relate to you, believe me, you are not alone. I feel as though we need to have even a video about that, to speak of that, so that we can all be there for each other to help others understand they are not alone in this journey. So the Temple Path reminds you that there are helpful people around you. There are other people that have gone, are going, or are at the beginning of that stage of their life. And once you reach out to those that can help you, whether in spirit guide form, whether in real people, in a community, in a circle of people, where we can all talk about the different phases of our lives and journeys that we're on, and be there for one another, to help each other expand our consciousness, to elevate in our journey. This will make your journey so much easier as opposed to going at it alone. And so if it has affected some sort of relationship that you are in, or again, if you didn't reconcile this relationship from 2019 or at the beginning of the year, there is an opportunity for you to just take a moment, breathe, connect with your higher self, take a break, literally connect with your higher self, meditate, ask yourself, ask your spirit guides and guardian angels to say, what is it that is holding me back? What is it that I need to know? How do I move past this? Help me move past this to reconcile. August. I feel as though August for you will be significant. Feeling the energies of the moon, your manifestations, you're releasing, you're healing. You start to feel your own intuitive powers on a much grander scale. You absolutely have the power to manifest whatever it is that you want for yourself. And if it is to choose a new direction in trying to manifest a new career, a new love life, a new partnership, or just a new path for your love life, because maybe you feel like you've been through the ringer. Some of you may be wanting to heal a relationship from the past that feels as though they are your one true love. If this is all one relationship that you've been entangled with, it's going to have some bumps in the roads, because some of you may not be doing the clearing work. And so when you feel ready and up to it, you can absolutely use the energies of the moon to assist you in clearing, healing, releasing, and manifesting everything you've always wanted. September. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. This is about communication. You also may be receiving communication even more from your spirit guides and guardian angels. If that is what you are trying to manifest, is a connection to your divine source, you'll be feeling it in September. Honestly, guys, ask your angels for divine source, connection to divine source, to assist you on your path, whether difficult or confusing for some. Archangel Gabriel will help with any family issues that needs to be healed. Look at that. This is all about healing and feeling supported and feeling grounded in no matter what the situation is. September is significant for some of you healing a relationship, even if it's not with a family member, but the issues within your family that you have had growing up have affected your new relationship. It's time for you to call Archangel Gabriel in. Maybe you want to journal. Take a moment and ask Archangel Gabriel, assist me in releasing what needs to be released as I journal. Automatic writing. Write everything down that comes to mind. Don't even think about it. Just write it down. First thought, image, picture, nudging feeling, all of it. And your solar plexus chakra with Archangel Ariel, your second chakra. This is about finding passion back in your life. This also has a lot to do with fertility. And if you feel as though your sacral chakra is blocked, it's almost as though you're missing the boat when it comes to being able to create something new. If this is about your health will improve, because I feel as though there are so many stages here. If you are trying to conceive come September, October, November in the fall, I feel as some of you may get the help that you need on how to improve your chances of fertility. How to improve your chances of increasing. So some of you may have some fertility issues that you may not be very aware of, but you will have some sort of answer by October. And if it's a family you truly want to raise, to create children or just growth within the family, you do have success and growth here. November. Okay, and I have to tell you guys, for some of you, it may not be the right time to create that family, to expand. I say this for those of you that have a specific plan in mind. Like, no, I have to get pregnant by the end of the year. No, I have to be married, have a child at a specific age. No, I have to do this, I have to do that. You've attached a certain timeline and a certain plan to your life. And you need to give some wiggle room to the universe, because the universe is saying, no, honey, this is not the right time, the way you envision it, the way you want it, the way you are dead set on making it happen. We have other plans for you. There are other experiences that await you that you just don't realize you need to go through and grow through before you can get to that. And so it's important that, there it is, your solar plexus chakra. It is important for you to really emphasize on the love between you two, between your partner, without giving it a timeline, without giving it this end goal. Like, we can't just be a couple without any children. We can't just, whatever it may be. You're diminishing the love to almost a prerequisite. Having children or not having children doesn't mean you love each other any less. So release yourself from whatever ideas you may have of that. So some of you, your solar plexus chakra is, where, again, I feel your solar plexus and your sacral chakra really can come together when it comes to conceiving and finding the passion, the balance back in your life. but you have to release yourself from a specific attachment to end result or how things need to, you know, come about. And so we end the year, December 2020, strategy, remain positive, trust, and there it is again, your sacral chakra. I feel that some of you go through this gradual process of wanting to elevate your relationship to a higher level. And again, you have this action plan of how to create this relationship, how to elevate it. There are certain requirements that some of you may have. And those requirements are absolutely killing the romantic and the love vibe between the two of you. You need to release the end goal and allow things to happen naturally. Allow everything to unfold and manifest naturally. Remain positive. Just because something's not happening for you at the moment you're wanting it to doesn't mean it won't. This absolutely is coming in regards to you trusting that just because you may not be conceiving right now, just because your relationship isn't elevating to the next level, doesn't mean that it won't. I feel as though some of you may need to rebalance your chakras, clear, especially your lower chakras, okay? Your solar plexus, your sacral, your root chakra, your base chakra. Get grounded. Have faith in the divine. That things will manifest and work out for you the way that they should. Now, this took a whole other turn than what I expected it to for the whole year because I wanted to pull tarot for it. I didn't want to just do oracle, but I had to read it in the way it unfolded throughout the year. And I was really trying to keep this reading, you know, at 30 minutes or so. But I feel like I need to go back to a few months here. I'm introducing a new deck here. This is The Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. Because I feel like at the beginning of the year with this relationship and not being able to trust whether or not this is a true connection, whether or not they have true intentions. Please clarify this person coming into Virgo's life. What are their intentions? How do they feel about Virgo? You can switch the roles here if you are the cross watcher. So you may be feeling as though there is mixed signals, blocked emotions, the healing hasn't been done, or they may be seeing this of you. They show their face, they're letting you know, listen, I fully intend on fixing this. I fully intend on reconciling with you. I'm not going to do the same that I did before. That causes the heart fog within you. That's what causes the delay on whether or not you can trust that they mean well coming back in. And I feel like they're going to be relentless in wanting to reconcile with you. They want this to work no matter what. And you're just like yes and no, mixed signals. You almost don't want to feel the emotions of the past there. You've kept them hidden for so long. Because maybe in the past, you've been emotionally exhausted. But tell me how Virgo feels about them. So you've kept your distance. You've been in separation for some time. You've taken the time to give them space so that you can figure it out on your own. You know that they cannot come back, and you don't want them to come back until they are established, until they feel ready to offer security. And it may be you, Virgo, who needs to feel that sense of stability and security before you can get back together with someone. So I feel like this is like a two-way street for some of you. I feel like there's still some unfinished business with the soul connection, a soulmate. They have issues that they're dealing with. You're still trying to, heal and break to pieces, break apart, peel back the layers, layer by layer of what this relationship was and whether or not it can survive in the future. What does the future hold for these two? What does the future hold for these two? This is someone you love very much, or they love you very much. Whether you are interested in someone else, or you've been with someone else, or they're with someone else, you are all they think about. You are the only one, or they are the only one. Vice versa. I'm stuck in my words right now. They're fixated. They're attached. It's like they only have eyes for you, regardless of who they may be with, where they may be on their relationship status, single, taken, married. Don't mess with married people. But it's only you. And I feel like the two of you will work together eventually. This is definitely a journey. But some of you will be going through this sort of spiritual awakening as you start to understand this journey more and more. What does the near future hold? Yeah, you're both going through it. You mirror each other. What you feel about them, they feel about you. So if this is the cross watcher wondering whether or not they still have feelings for you, exactly what you're feeling is exactly what they're feeling for you, and vice versa. What does the distant future hold for Virgo and their soulmate? And I asked for distant future. So right now there may be some sort of delays and distraction. There may be some speed bumps along the road when it comes to this soul connection. Hiccups. You may have plans. You may start something and then maybe there's a little bit of a break because something happens that delays the connection. Only time will tell where you'll end up. And at some point in this connection, you will need to take the time. You will need to pause for a moment. But really, the love is unconditional between the two of you. It's a love like no other. And while you are apart, the memories keep coming back. So that connection never ends. So my Virgo friends, I really did not think this was going to take on a 2020 love energy reading, but from what I'm gathering here, so many of you are really wanting to fix a soulmate relationship. I know not everyone wants to reconcile with them, but it will do wonders for your healing and your leveling up your spiritual journey as you move on. So I'm going to end this reading with a few angel oracles. Yearly message from the archangels. Archangels, what messages do you have for Virgo in 2020? Archangel messages, the energy for 2020. What do they need to remember? What do they need to know What do they need to take away from this reading? You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Trust your intuition did come out here quite a few times. You may feel some sort of sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. What you don't realize that going through this journey definitely heightens your sensitivity. Just know that all is well. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Messages from your angels. Spirit guides and guardian angels of Virgo. What messages do you have for Virgo for 2020? What is the overall message they need to take with them in 2020? Archangel Uriel comes out again. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Oh my God, Virgo. That's beautiful. Because that's exactly what all this is. Angel Adriana, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuitions, thoughts, and dreams. Hello, angels, confirming everything. That is too many cards. One more, please. Oh, come on. I can't give Virgo the whole deck. Wow. Guys, no wonder your 2020 took on a love life reading energy. Angel Daniel, I am the angel of marriage and I am assisting you right now. You're going through all of this because it is leading you towards a stronger, more supportive, more loving, more real energy with this soul partner, this soulmate energy. No wonder you guys ended your December reading with the soulmate card. That's what your 2020 will take on. Those of you that have been feeling lack of, passion, love, joy, overall happiness in your love life, 2020 is going to change it. And I don't know why, but I just heard, so this might relate to someone because I just heard 2020 is going to flip that bitch. So whatever that might mean to some of you, that was funny. Archangel Michael, I call unto you to come in and give Virgo messages for their 2020 yearly forecast. What do they need to know going into 2020 and for the rest of the year? You guys, seriously, your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Hello. 2 more, please. Archangel Michael, thank you for that message. You are guarded and protected. So if you are afraid of going through a specific situation, like for the 10th, 20th time because of past situations, past energies, past experiences, know that not every experience is the same. Oh my God, thank you, Archangel Michael. Honor and trust your feelings. You are being guided, spiritually guided, blessed, and protected. Everything is working out for you the way it should be. Let me have 2 cards. Whispers of Love Oracle. Overall message for the year. Listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. So when someone comes back in and they're trying to connect with you, they're trying to, show a different side, that they've evolved, that they've healed, that they've changed, that they want forgiveness, that they're offering forgiveness, and all you can hear in your mind is the fuckery or bullshit from the past, Virgo, take a step back and listen with your heart, because your heart is absolutely communicating with you, telling you something different. the union of hearts. This is a connection of love that defies explanation. You guys, this soulmate energy, partnership, soul connection that you've been carrying with you for so many years without any resolution, waiting and anticipating for this to come back to fruition. It's coming for you in 2020, whether you reconnect with this person or you meet your soulmate, your life partner for the first time. Whatever it is that you go through in the year 2020 is going to connect you to a deeper level with this soul connection. Okay, Virgos, this was absolutely taken on, the energy of the love life. And I wish that I can have a little more expansion on your money and your luck and your career. I did not... I really just feel like it was all love life. This reading's gone way too long. I got to end it. But let me pull Angels of Abundance Oracle before I do end it. It's time to declutter your life. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. And I'm going to add that. Declutter your mind and your heart as well. If you are dating around and you've emotionally, attached yourself to more than one connection, it's time to declutter that. Your schedule, your emotions, your mind, overthinking, it's time to declutter that. It's time for an abundance mindset. Remember, abundance isn't just about finances, abundance on all levels. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. So you will see a shift in your friendships and the people around you, your circle of friends. Sometimes we don't realize that although we may not agree with the views, the feelings, the energy of people that we keep in our circle, that energy very much attaches to you, to your light, to your, energy. So you may need to distance yourself or detox yourself from all of that. Anyway, Virgo, this completely ended up different from what I had anticipated. We'll see how the rest of the signs go. Have a wonderful holiday, a happy new year, beautiful 2020. I hope that 2020 is everything you've wanted and then some. Happy New Year. Your January 2020 will be coming soon. And if you stuck it all the way through, thank you. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Subscribe and double tap that bell for all the readings that are coming towards you. Have a wonderful 2020. Wishing you guys the best. Much love. Bye.